Hello, good evening to everyone. Today we start your third online lecture on the topic weathering and erosion. The slide in your screen and we start your topic. Topic is that weathering and erosion. First of all, what is the weathering? Basically, the weathering is a process at our near Earth surface that causes rocks and minerals to break down. Minerals and rocks are the breakdown due to the some processes. That process is called the weathering, and the erosion, the process of removing the earth material from their original site through the weathering and transportation. Because of due to the weathering and the transportation, the some material remove out of from the original site, that is called erosions. Next slide. Types of weathering. So basically, two types of weathering is a mechanical weathering and the chemical weathering. Mechanical weathering is a weathering, the process that break a rock of mineral into a smaller pieces without altering its composition. बिना उसकी कंपोजिशंस चेंज किए हुए रॉक की मटेरियल्स क्या होते हैं, डिफरेंट पार्ट्स या लेयर्स में, पीसेस में डिवाइडेड हो जाते हैं. दैट द प्रोसेस दैट ब्रेक अ रॉक और मिनरल्स इनटू अ स्मॉलर पीसेस विदाउट अल्टरिंग इट्स कंपोजिशन, यानी कि बिना कंपोजिशन चेंज हुए आपका कोई भी रॉक मटेरियल ब्रेक डाउन हो रहा. दैट प्रोसेस कॉल्ड मैकेनिकल weathering. And the second is chemical weathering. The chemical weathering is the process that changes the chemical composition of rock and minerals. In this weathering situation, the rock materials chemical composition are changed and also the breakdown, but the chemical composition also change. The process that changes the chemical composition of rock and mineral. Secondly, the one more branches of weathering. It is a biological weathering. The biological weathering is a plants and animal contribute to weathering by roots, lichens, and boring animals. The roots are the physically break or wedges rock. Lichens is a remove minerals and weaken rock by releasing acids, like in showing the photograph. It's also that the frost wetting in joints. So the process and agents of mechanical weathering. The process and the agents of mechanical weatherings are, these are the action or things that break down the earth materials. And second, frost weathering. Third is thermal expansions and contraction. Next, mechanical explosions. Next, abrasion by wind, water, or gravities. And last but not least, plant growth. These are the agents of mechanical weathering process. Next, the process and agents of mechanical weathering is first is frost weathering. If you see in the pictures, the cracking of rocks masked by expansion of water as it freezes and crevices and cracks. आपको पिक्चर्स में शो हो रहा होगा जैसे कि आपके वाटर जो भी पार्टिकुलेट करता है और किसी भी ज्वाइंट्स के थ्रू वाटर आपके अर्थ क्रस्ट में जाते हुए और उसको क्या करेगा, क्रैक्स कर देगा या क्रेविसेस उसमें डाल देगा. दैट इज कॉल्ड अ फ्रॉस्ट वेडनिंग, क्रैकिंग ऑफ अ रॉक मास बाय एक्सपेंशन ऑफ वाटर. नेक्स्ट, frost weathering. Also one more diagram, that is are the showing the ice crystals here. Next, thermal expansion and contraction means a repeated heating and cooling of material causes a rigid substance to crack and separate it. The repeat heating and cooling, repeated, you are heating and cooling in the material that cause your rocks and materials are crack and separated. Next one, the process and agents of mechanical weathering. One more agent is called exfoliation. The exfoliation, it's a underlying rock layer are exposed. There is a less pressure on them and they expand. Underlying rock layers exposed. जो भी आपकी रॉक लेयर्स होती हैं दैट्स आर एक्सपोजेस on the surface, there the less pressure on them and they expand. This causes a rigid layer to crack and section to slide off. That is called a exfoliation. That's the diagram of exfoliation. The dome exfoliation. It's showing the dome exfoliation. Your parts of material are exploded to the surface. Next, abrasions. The moving sediment or rock sections can be break off pieces from a rock surface they strike. Along with the strike, the moving surfaces of pieces of rocks are moving sediment into the different sides of breakage. The sediments can be moved by wind or water agent and the large rock section by gravity. Most of the section are by removed by the gravity and some part of the power moved by the wind and water. So abrasion is a moving sediment or a rock section can be break off pieces from a rock surface they strike. Next, the wind abrasion, showing the diagram by the wind action, some parts of removal of this mountain. Next, wind and water abrasion is also showing there. The water cut it down this mountain, this region. Next, last, plant growth, the agent of mechanical weathering. And as a plant, such as a trees, sand, out root systems, the find roots find their way into a cracks into the rocks. As the root increase in size, they force the rock section apart, increasing the separated and weathering. Means that a particular area, their plants are growing on that area and roots are separated out of the material. That kind of showing the pictures that are the roots and that exfoliation. Yeah, that's a breakdown of a rock in that particular area. Plant weakening, showing the plant weakening is here. Next, process of chemical weathering. The process of chemical weathering is a dissolving or dissolution. Next, oxidation. Third is hydrolysis. The process of chemical weathering, the first one is dissolution. Dissolution or dissolving means the water often containing acid form. Your water is containing the acid form dissolved in carbon dioxide. The will dissolve minerals from a rock body, leaving cavities in the rock. These cavities may be generated sinkholes or cave features such as stalactites and stalagmites. These kind of structures showing in your stream, that's your falling area, waterfall area, streams area, that kind of cave. And in a caves, the water may be a exfoliated acid form dissolved by carbon dioxide will be dissolved minerals from a rock body leaving cavities in the रॉक, यानी कि आपके जो भी पार्टिकल्स में ये रॉ वाटर क्या कंटेंट होता है आपका डिसॉल्व हो जाता है कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड से. दे लीव ओनली देयर अ कैल्साइट देयर डिसॉल्विंग मिनरल भी रॉक बॉडी और वहां पे कैविटीज आपकी भर जाती है उन रॉक्स में. द कैविटीज कॉल्ड स्टैलेक्टाइट एंड स्टैग्मालाइट्स that are showing that part of that is of a limestone and that is called a stalactite and that is a stalagmite. That's a result of dissolution by the precipitation of water from carbon dioxide. Next, oxidation. The minerals may be combined with oxygen to form new minerals that are not as hard. For example, the iron containing minerals pyrite forms a rusty colored minerals called limonite. Means the oxygen is combined together the other minerals that is called oxidation. Pyrites is showing pyrite convert into the limonite. If the pyrites contain the oxygen minerals, then it's convert into your limonite. Next, the hydrolysis. The hydrolysis basically minerals may chemically combine with water to form new minerals. The minerals are combined to along with the water content to form a new minerals that is called Hydrolysis, again these are generally not as a hard as the original material. जैसा कि आपका पहला मटेरियल हार्ड होगा उसकी तरह ये हार्ड नहीं होगा. That is a hydrolysis. The examples are feldspar is convert into the kaolinite या clay. Next, factors in a chemical weathering. First one, the factors are the factors mainly of solve these issues for answering the questions for chemical, how the chemical weathering is done for by the climate, plant and animals, time and mineral composition. Yani ki the factors in chemical weathering is depending on these are the factors. Number one, your chemical weathering. Number two, plant and animals, and the time, mineral compositions. First of all, the factors in a chemical weathering, the factors are climate, plant and animals, time, and mineral composition. The climate is a wet and warm maximize chemical reactions. अगर क्लाइमेट आपका वेट और वार्म है तब सबसे ज्यादा chemical reactions होंगी. Plant and animals, living organisms secrete substance that react with the rocks. It is also other factor. Time, longer contact means a greater change. यानी कि जितना जितना टाइम लगता रहेगा उतना ही चेंज बढ़ता रहेगा. The mineral composition, some minerals are the more susceptible to the change than others. यानी कि कुछ minerals आपकी जो चेंज के लिए अप्लाई करते हैं. तो these are the factors of chemical weathering. Next, weathering and the erosions. Suppose that the weathering and the erosions are showing in this slides. Zoom out. The weathering process regolith, यानी कि rock blanket, which is the composed of small rock and a mineral fragments. When the original matter is mixed into this material, it is called a soil. Now the erosion transport agent or force. Basically, what is the erosion? Erosion is basically a transport agent of forces. The forces are water content. Water में आपका क्या आता है? The rain. Rains are streams and rivers. Ocean dynamics, ice and glaciers, along the wind and gravity. These are the factors, water, wind and gravity, to transport the erosion material. The stream, flowing water will be lift and carry small sediments such as silt and sand. The flowing waters क्या carry करता चला जाता है आपका? Silt and clay materials. The stream erosion and depositions. Where the water moves more swiftly, there will be a more erosion. जहाँ जहाँ आपका material swiftly होगा वहाँ आपके ज़्यादा erosion होता चला जाएगा. Where the water slow down, sediment will be settled down. That is called deposition. अगर आपकी वाटर कैपेसिटी इंटेंसिटी ज्यादा तो वहां इरोजन होगा, वहां डिपोजिशन आपका कम होता रहेगा. बट जहां स्लो डाउन हो गया आपका वाटर कैपेसिटी, दैट द सेडिमेंट्स आर डिपॉजिटेड. ओशियन डायनामिक्स, टाइडल एक्शन एंड वेव्स कैरी अवे वेदर्ड मटेरियल. जितना भी आपके टाइडल एक्शंस के थ्रू आपका वेदर्ड मटेरियल क्या होता है, आपके किनारों पे समुद्र के डिपॉजिट होने लगता है. द ग्लेशियर्स आर लार्ज आइस फील्ड्स दैट स्लोली फ्लो डाउन हिल्स ओवर टाइम. क्योंकि आइस आपका हैवी मटेरियल दैट इज डाउन हिल्स में धीरे धीरे फ्लोट करता जाता है स्लोली डाउन. ग्लेशियल आइस ट्रक्स रॉकी मटेरियल्स दैट सोर्स द सरफेस it flow over the glacier deposit debris. It is man, that is a wind transport of sediments. कैसे आपका एक wind transport कर रहा है materials को. The wind will be carry fine dry sediments over long distance. जितना भी fine material होगा उसको जितनी ही दूरी तक वो लेके जा पाएगा. Wind transport of dust transported by gravity, that is a landslide is a very good example of the gravity sediment. When the sediments are weathered, they may be transported downward by the gravity, that generally terms the mass wasting. Transported by gravity also. When the sediment are weathered, they may be transported downward by the gravity as a slump. That is called slump. Transported by gravity, the scary field. Loose sediment transported by gravity are called scary deposits. Deposition formation. Transported sediments are deposited in layers and generated strata like those found in the Grand Canyon. Is also showing that the deposition formation. That is also a deposition formation. Different time of period is showing there. first layer, second layer, the different types of formation is showing they are of deposition. These are the weathering tutorial. You can download from here. And now, last but not the least, thank you. Today's lecture is a finish. If any query, then you contact me, mail me on my number. So thank you. Next topic will be discussed tomorrow. We about the your geological mapping is there. Okay. Thank you.